Hey everybody, I'm Steph.
I'm Michael.
Today we're checking out Wild Cards.
From
G-A-M?
Gammon Biz.
Gammon Biz.
Gammon Biz? Is that what it is?
Never heard of this publisher.
Copyright 2022 Board Game Circus.
Board Game Circus. So I do know that it's available on the BGG store.
Gammon Biz. G-A-M apostrophe I-M.
That makes more
B-I-Z. GammonBiz.com.
So
but yes, Board Game Circus.
I picked it up on the BGG store, so that's where I
and you can get it too.
This. Yeah. It has a cute little animal arts. It's
cute.
It's really cute.
It's got the Cubitos
kind of look of QB animals and
So, Wild Cards plays 2 to 5 players and plays in about 20 minutes. So it's super quick. Let's go ahead and take a look at these cute animals. So as you can see, all of these little animals are, number 1, cute. Number 2, they've got that same style as Q-Birds and those. I think
now
it might be the same series of games.
Cubosaurus.
Oh, really?
Cubosaurus? There's a dinosaur one now. Wow. I don't know if they're all a part of the same series or not, but
they look
it looks
like it.
Similar. At least the art style does, yeah.
So in Wild Cards, you are trying to make collections of animals. With any player count, with 2, 3, or 4 players, not with 5 players, but with 2, 3, or 4, you can add virtual player Leo. And Leo is going to, he never plays to win. However, you can add them in, and you must add Leo in for a 2-player game. So we're going to enlist the help of Small Friend.
That's a little
Small
cat.
Friend is going to help us play the game. Small Friend is going to be Leo. Depending on player count, you're going to remove either 14, 6, or 2 animal cards. So whenever playing a 3-player or a 2-player plus Leo game, they suggest removing 1 animal card of every species, which is a total of 6 cards, 1 of each of these, plus a random 8. So that way, hopefully there is a more even distribution. There are 7 of each of these type of cards in the animal deck. And then we've also got 46 habitat cards. Steph and I have 7 habitat cards plus what is called a refill hand card. Leo only gets 5 cards plus the refill card. And Leo is basically going to be just playing randomly. So I have been chosen to get the talisman card. Talisman card will break ties. Anytime you use the talisman card to break ties, we will then pass to the next player in sequence. And whenever Steph passes it, Steph never passes it to Leo. She will just pass it right back to me. So a round is we're going to keep playing rounds until we can't refill the open display with cards. We're going to put out 1 fewer than the number of players. And since Leo's considered a player, we're going to put 2 cards up. They both happen to be eagles. So a round consists of 4 phases. First, we are going to place bids. Then we're going to resolve any refill hand cards. Then we're going to acquire animal cards based on what we bid. And then we're going to prepare for the next round. We're going to keep going like that until we can't refill these 2 cards anymore. So for placing bids, every player is going to place 1 face down card from their hand as a bid. The number on the card is a number from 1 to 4. And that is going to determine the value of the bid. Alternatively, you could put your refill card in front of you. So you just keep your bid private here, and when everyone's placed the bid, we reveal simultaneously. So if your bid was a refill hand card, you get to choose and discard any number of cards, even 0, to the discard pile. Then you draw new ones from the habitat deck until you have 7 habitat cards in your hand again. Then you take this back in your hand. You can never lose the refill card. So if the habitat pile ever runs out of cards, just shuffle it up like you do in most games. So If you bid the habitat card with the highest value, you get to go first and choose one of these cards from the display. However, if your bid was 2 or higher, you're going to have to pay extra habitat cards. So you can put any habitat cards you want of any value. If you put down a 2 initially, that 2 is one of your cards and you're going to have to put one more. But if you put down a 4, then in addition to your 4 card, you're going to need 3 more cards to go with it. And those come from your hand. And no, you cannot give up your refill card. So then you get to take the chosen animal card and add it to your collection. If you don't want to take an animal card or there's nothing left in the display, you just get to take back your bidding card. And then you take that back into your hand and draw 2 cards from the habitat draw pile. So now check to see whether you get the leader card of the species you just acquired. If you have collected the most or have tied for the most, whoever has that leader card, you immediately collect that leader card for the species. And each leader card has its own power, and we're going to talk about those at the end right before we play. Also, each animal has its own natural habitat, either forest, savanna, or mountains. And that's what all of these habitat cards have on them, are forests, savannas, or mountains. So, if your bid and all of your payment cards match this habitat, then you're going to immediately receive 2 bonus points. Take it from the supply along with your card. Ta-da! So, there are also wild cards that have rainbows on them, and Steph really likes that because Steph is all about the rainbows.
I love rainbows.
The rainbows will match any terrain type. Then the second highest bid will take a card, assuming that they want to take it and there is one left. Now, what happens if there is a tie? If we both place a bid with the same value, if you bid 2 or higher, you get whatever extra payment cards from your hand and you add it to your bid. So let's say that I had a 2, Steph had a 2. We're going to put down our extra payment cards here and then reveal them all at the same time. Whoever has the highest value gets to choose first. So, obviously, if I didn't win and I don't want to take these cards, I will just take my bid right back. So, and if that doesn't resolve the tie, whoever is clockwise order closest to the talisman card wins. In a 2-player game, it's obviously going to be whoever has the talisman. So if we each put a 1 down, there's not an extra payment.
Nope.
And so whoever has the talisman is probably going to get first choice of the cards. So if this talisman card was used to resolve a tie, I'm going to hand this to Steph. Even if I was not involved in the tie, let's say it was a 3-player game, I had the talisman and James was next and then Steph after, James would win the tie. Even though I was not involved in the tie, the talisman card was used because James was sitting 1 past me. I will pass the talisman card to the player on my left. So, if you get the leader cards, they give you powers. The peacock is just worth 3 points. You'll notice that there's 3 stars up in the corner, and you're trying to get stars, obviously. The squirrel, he's so cute. If your bid was the refill hand card, then you get to draw back to 10 cards instead of 7. I forgot to mention there is a hand limit of 10 cards.
Yep.
The ibex looks like a ram, basically. If you may take your bidding card back into your hand, unless it was a wild card, when all the players' bids and payments are put in the discard pile. Everything that you used as extra payment still has to be discarded, but your bid you can take and put back in your hand. The eagle, when you bid, you may place 2 face down cards instead of 1 from your hand. Wait for the other players to reveal their bid, then reveal one of your 2 bidding cards as your final bid. Lion always wins ties. And the meerkat. If your bid was the refill hand card, you can exchange 1 animal card from your collection with 1 from the open display. And remember, that happens before anyone takes animals. The refill hand card is in phase 2, collecting animals, phase 3. After the exchange, you immediately receive a leader card if now you have the same number of cards as whoever has the species acquired. But you're going to lose a leader card if you have 0 or someone has more than you of something. As soon as you can't completely refill the open display, the game ends. The species that you have collected the most animal cards of, you get 2 points per animal in that collection. The species you have collected the second most cards in is worth 1 point a card. Now, if you have multiple of the most or multiple of second most, you don't get to claim them twice. You still score 1 species per category, per those categories. So only 1 most, only 1 second most category. Each leader is worth 1 point except for the peacock, which is worth 3, and you'll add up all of your score tokens. Highest total score wins. That's pretty much it, except for Leo. Let's explain a little bit about Leo. Leo just puts 1 card in blind. When he has to pick an animal card, Leo is just going to take the one closest to the draw pile, which is also closest to Leo at the moment. Leo will claim leader cards, but will never use them. And finally, Leo always wins ties, unless someone has the lion. And then the lion will always win ties. Leo also never gets the talisman card. That is pretty much it. The back, it is Q-Birds and Cubosaurus. Both of them in the rules, as you can see, same art style, and obviously part of the, it's games that were made by Christian. And the back has a nice, handy player aid with all of the aminal leader powers. Oh, Dan says Q-Birds and Cubosaurs are from the same company, but not this one. Got you. So they are all other games by Christian. So Christian, wait a second. Christian is the illustrator. So maybe that's why Christian gets a little page in the rule book. How about that? All right. Well, we've got 2 eagles up. The eagle has not yet landed, but might soon.
Picked my card.
Picked my card. And we reveal. I got a 2. You got a 2. It's got a 1. So it's not going to win.
So you win tiebreakers.
I do? No, we put down our extra payment.
Extra payment. Okay.
Cool.
I think I'm going to do this one.
Boom.
Yeah.
Looks good. You got first pick.
I didn't want first pick,
no,
but yeah.
You didn't, but guess what happens? Now, my question is, who gets the leader card?
You do, so.
As soon as you get it, I believe you get leader. Let's see. You can use the leader card in the same round you receive it, just in case you need it. So yeah, when you acquire, you claim a leader card. So you would have claimed it. You would have
claimed it first.
And then you would have claimed it, and then I claim it after. So
right.
It doesn't have anything to do with the talisman card.
Yep.
So there's still no ties been done. This one allows me to wait it out and see what everyone has bid.
He doesn't get 2 cards for losing, does he?
No. When Leo shows his refill hands, he will discard his entire hand and get 5 new cards. So he will never get any of that. Both of my cards were mountain cards, so I get 2 points for that eagle. Eagle, score roll. You got Eagle. I got an Eagle. I don't have to do mine until I see what everybody else has done. So, we reveal.
Well, you have to play 2 cards. You do have to choose 2 cards.
I thought it's not what I thought it was.
No, you choose 2, and then you choose one of those 2 once you see.
Boop.
All right.
And no, it's 1. Boop. That's 2.
Okay.
All right. A 2 and a 2 rainbow.
Okay.
Okay, fine. I'll do the 4.
All right.
Do I take this back immediately?
Yep.
I can use it for payment?
Yep.
Yeah. I got 3 more to do. They are obviously not going to be mountains. So. Boop. And
I lose.
I
auto lose against him.
You auto lose against him. You are correct.
He gets this.
Yes. So he just goes here. Now he doesn't play to win, but we're gonna go ahead and keep track of his stuff just for grins.
And I get 2 cards for losing.
That's yeah, for withdrawing. If you withdraw it for any reason, whether you want the card or not, you take back and get 2. How about another eagle? And we got a peacock. You. Looks like you got a 3.
2.
You got a 2. Well, I think I am going to refill.
I don't think you have a choice because you couldn't have. I mean,
I don't have extra payment,
right?
So yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my only only good.
He takes the one closest to the deck.
Yes, he does.
And I get this. I have to pay.
Oh, he does claim leader cards. He will never use them though. So he's sitting there on these 2 leaders.
Oh, he took the squirrel. Boo. Alright, well.
But he'll never use them.
I'll just pay this for us anyway. So I got 2 eagles.
I refill up to 7.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I get that eagle card you got over there.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Is that what I want to do? Hold on. Sure. Nope, not. You gonna use your eagle or no?
Oh yeah. Sure.
Yeah, you might wanna.
Sure. Don't. Well. No.
No.
I will, but I'm not gonna use it.
2 and refill.
Hey, guess what? 2. That's what I'm gonna do.
All right. He gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 back in his hand. And now, for our next trick, shuffle his up. I'm doing this for certain because that looks good to me. You get first shot. Lion or meerkat?
The lion.
I take down meerkat and 2 points for matching the habitat with all cards.
Yeah, I get 2 points.
2 points. Why'd you take 2 once? Just cause.
That's what I could see.
Okay. 2 more cards.
Yep.
How about a meerkat and another lion? Another meerkat, another lion.
Sure.
All right, him do a 3.
Oh, you.
And I do a 2.
And
do I
care? Oh, that lion card is mine, technically. I break ties,
yes,
so.
You do.
Sure. I'll break the tie.
Yep. So you get something, he gets something else. I get 2 cards.
I spend these, and I'll take more lions.
He will take the meerkat and my card.
Whoa.
Not my card. My The thing I should have had.
Yeah.
I thought I got it, but I did not. 2 more. Nobody has that ibex.
Actually, I'm gonna move everything since those cards are now gone.
Sounds great.
Have a little more room.
No. Yep. Boy, this is miserable. All right, I'm gonna have to do that.
Okay.
He does nothing.
I did the same because that's all I have in my hand.
What? Way overpaid.
Yeah, you way overpaid.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you will shuffle that, you have 1.
Yep. It's my one mixer card, so I get 7 cards.
You get
right?
7. Well, that's what I was asking.
Yeah.
Shuffle these when you get a chance, and I need to come up with payment. And those also get shuffled. I am gonna take the meerkat, which gives me the meerkat, and he goes away, I think, right?
Yep. That's what happens.
Preparing for the next round.
Nobody got him.
Yep. Discard back in the box. That peacock is back in the box.
Yep.
Looks like a lion and a lion. And
hey, that's my
I
friend.
ain't lying.
That's my friend.
And your friend.
All right, let's go. Let's go with what? I'm gonna go with these 2. See what happens. Happens. Dr. Sign.
Hey, Dr. Sign. All right, he flips up.
Okay.
So do I.
What?
Yeah.
Excellent. So I'm gonna play that.
No, it sucks.
And I'll take this lovely lion right there.
I'm gonna get rid of this 1.
He gets 5.
And I get 4.
Okay. And I shuffle these.
Mm-hmm.
That lion goes away.
Oops. Wrong.
Wrong. There's that.
Ibex. First Ibex of the game.
Wow. Cool.
And another meerkat.
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 Sure. All right. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna go with this.
I will go with that.
And go boom.
No.
4. Wow.
Jerk face. He's taking that meerkat from me again.
I did 2 1s, so that's gonna let me draw some cards.
So he takes the meerkat and my boss.
Oh.
Yes,
ouchie.
sucks. Well, fortunately, I was ready for that. And I'm taking the ibex and the ibex.
That's something.
It's probably not going to get me anything, but that's 2 more points for matching his habitat. Nope. Unless you're drawing cards for yourself.
Nope. Okay, now what?
Now what indeed?
Tricky. Alright, this. Boo. I'm gonna do these. Okay.
Dang, you gotta be kidding me. Really?
Dang.
What is his ability? Oh, I take my bidding card back.
Yeah, that's not bad.
It doesn't suck.
Why don't you open it up?
All right.
This.
That's a 1. That's a 1.
I will play my 1.
Yay!
And win.
What?
I win all ties.
You have the ties.
And he wins ties against you.
Yep.
This.
He gets this. I take this back and 2 more
Wow.
cards. I had no choice. Actually.
Peacock. Squirrel.
Squirrel.
I want that peacock. Okay. I make it work. I'm gonna go with this. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
This. Ugh.
3, 4.
I'll play a 4.
Do it.
I'm gonna play some forest cards with it, so I have
Jeez.
all foresty cards. Oh, I haven't been taking my other. I did at least 2 other times.
No, I don't think so. But sure,
Yeah,
do it.
because I got the lion with 1 and the eagle with 1 that matches, right? And 1 card matches. It's good. I won 2 of them.
I'll submit that.
Oh, I can go back and watch
2
it.
other ones?
Yeah, because I just did it with this. And I did a
2,
1 purple
okay.
last turn and a 1 lion.
Okay.
All right, whatever.
Good luck.
I don't
No,
care. It doesn't
do it.
matter.
Do it.
I know I did it, but
it's just a little shocking. Do I want this? What are you
where
doing?
did it go?
What are you doing?
Taking my peacock.
You are not doing it. So I guess I am gonna play this random hodgepodge of crap
Hodgepodge.
to get 2 points. See, I have generally been doing low numbers of stuff.
Yeah, me too.
All right. I get the squirrel because he has 1 of them. And then 2 more cards. Nope. Wrong. Can you deal with that?
2 of these. Squirrel. Peacock. And I'll play the 1.
When I play my thing, I draw up to 10 is what this is.
It's really good.
Yeah. Oh, what is the ibex? Oh, I get to take my bidding card back. I did not do that last time. It was a 4. It was a 4.
I played a 1 offsuit, so I'll take the squirrel.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Before you do that, 7. Can you shuffle him up? I think he's got 6 cards there. If he doesn't, he should. All right.
Okay.
That's gone. 2 cards. You are killing me, Smalls.
Killing me, Smalls. Yikes. Sure.
Are you kidding me? Right now?
No.
I see you're not kidding me. Guess I've got no choice. Got no choice.
4.
Also 4.
Not 4. So he gets first dibs, which is that.
Where are your cards? Are you putting 1 up?
Don't I get him back anyway if I lose?
Okay, I have not passed yet, and he's taking the ibex that I was
Okay,
shooting
then
for.
I'm going to play the 1.
That it does matter, so I wanted to make sure that you were doing what you were doing or not. I lose my ibex, and well, I mean, I've got to keep the line away from you. It's going to be 2 points. So get rid of 2 or 3 other crappy cards. Because I can't match the set.
So this comes back to me, and I draw 2.
Whoa, what?
Because I lost it.
Did I get rid of all 4 of my cards? Yes. You lost what? Yes, you lost it and you get 2 more cards.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Yep.
Ibex Peacock.
Okay. Sure.
Redraw.
Redraw for him.
And 4 for me.
4 for you, and I'll play this 2, obviously.
If I take the Peacock, I get the Peacock.
Yes.
It does me a whole heck of a lot better than the Ibex. So, sure. If nothing else, it takes away from you.
That's for sure. So I need a purple card so I can play. I can get 2 points for
4,
my
5.
thing.
It's like, that's a 4. You shuffle.
I get this thing.
That's a 4 and 3 more cards.
I think I get this Ibex card too.
If you have 1.
Yeah.
Last 2. How about a squirrel or a squirrel?
Whoa. Okay.
That's what he's doing regardless.
Okay.
Nothing.
So I'll play this
2.
2. I break ties. And I have a matching set for desert, which doesn't matter.
Desert.
And I get the squirrel.
Yeah, I was going to say desert is not matching.
That's why I said it doesn't matter.
Mountain also does not match. Second squirrel.
Yeah, so you get the squirrel. Oh, I have a squirrel. But I picked it first.
You got the second. I got the next second.
Boo.
I've got a bunch of 2s. 2s and 2s and 2s. So sadly, I get 2, 4, 5, 6. 10, 14, 18. 18 is all I got.
What did I get?
I don't know. What'd you get? What do you have? You have a 3 and 3?
Yeah.
So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13, 17, 19, 22. Did you write down what I had?
18, you said.
That's correct.
That is wild cards.
And if you wanted to count for him, because you said you wanted to count for him, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. He gets 8.
Yeah, but he wasn't getting matches.
No.
So.
Of course he's not gonna try for matches. He doesn't have to pay for them. So that is wild cards.
Yeah. It's a cute little card game. Plays better with more people than with 2. I mean, it was fine with the robot player, but obviously I like it better with more interaction around the table, fighting for those animals.
Yeah, and there's always one fewer than number of players, which makes it like
yeah.
So it always keeps that super tight. I don't think there's much of a way to play it other than with Leo.
Yeah, you need the extra person.
You got to have the third player to try to get some sort of fight out of those majorities.
Yeah, for sure.
I can't say I care much for it's the anti-longest road mechanic, I think, where longest road you have to have one more than
the other
the previous. This one, it's Hey, you have the same number and you steal it. Oh, I also have the same number and I steal it. I don't. That mechanic never sits right with me. But if that's your jam, then if you like the take that sort of thing, then that might be a better mechanic in your eyes. So
Yep.
for sure,
It's
be
cute.
be sure.
Harmless.
Yep, super harmless. Be sure to check out Wild Cards from Game and Biz and what was the other company?
Board
Game
Circus.
Circus.
Yeah.
That's right. So yeah, be sure to check it out.
Yeah. We'll be right back.